I think just again, grateful for the opportunity, exceptionally proud of the body of work the boys put together this year and just the efforts. We started mapping this journey, in my driveway on campus back in May of last year, talking about, we just graduated a team with 5 seniors that had, knocked off the #1 team in the country, defending and eventual national champions, and we felt like we were championship relevant last year. And so the goal was, how do we get championship relevant again with potentially 1 returning starter? And so we did our best to leverage the strengths that we had, and I thought we had it pretty well mapped. And obviously I'm going to go back and look at how we could have been a little bit better, but really proud of the process this year, and just a lot of love for these boys. So I appreciate them being with us.
Questions for the student athletes? Logan, you're a senior this year, right?
Yes.
So what have been some of your highlights for playing at UCI, playing at such a high caliber team, and getting a chance to play in a big game like this?
Some of my highlights at UCI is I've played with some of the best student athletes in the world. I think back to my freshman year, and we have All-Americans. Every single year we've had All-Americans, and I think just going to every single game with my brothers and fighting against every single team. Every night we have a game, that's definitely one of my biggest highlights. And coming to this gym to play, we were in the same kind of position last year in the semifinals of MPSF, I believe, and every year you come in and you think you're gonna go to work, and I think we did, and I think Hawaii played really well tonight. But it was nice going into battle with my brothers, and I love playing. I love competing in this moment.
You guys had a great game today.
Thank you.
Scott, you talked about the first set and how you guys felt out there. You looked like you were a little out of sync. Did anything they come out and do to surprise you in that first set?
I don't think anything surprised us. I think Hawaii's a really good volleyball team. I don't think we were very shaken. I think they hit some good serves right off the bat, and some that we just, our system maybe is a little hole in our system, I don't know, but I thought our passers did a great job of evening out. I mean, by the end of the match, I thought they were passing nails, and you could see it in the scores a little bit. I don't think we were rattled. I think they were playing good volleyball, and we were just calibrating still.
I was wondering if you could talk about the third set. You had a crucial block, especially it was on a 4-point run, I believe it was. And I wonder, what was it that you guys kind of switched up between that second and third set? 'Cause it seemed like you were a lot more awake and you guys were playing as a team, attacking the ball a lot more than the previous 2 sets.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, they're all kind of a blur. They all kind of blend together, so I'm not sure I can tell you what exactly switched. But I think our team tries to play point to point, not look at a set, not look how much we're down, how much we're up, just what can we do to win this point. And Hawaii's a good team, but I think in that third set, for that little stretch, we were playing some good ball.
So you said you're trying to look at it point to point, right, not set to set. So late in the fourth, when the score and the momentum's not necessarily going in your favor, how does your team really work together and just do that, play point by point?
Yeah, I mean, you probably heard me screaming it, but just find a way to score 1 point and just find a way to get one. What can you do to get the next point? There's really nothing good can come of looking at, you're down 8 points. That doesn't help you at all. So just what can you do to get that next point? What little part of your game, I'm a blocker, so what can I do to help our defense out so that we can transition and get the next point? And just keep focusing on that, not even point to point, play to play. What can you do in that play?
And so since you're not done yet, how have these 2 games even in this tournament helped you?
Can you ask that again? Sorry.
Yeah, so you're not done, obviously, as just being not a senior, right? You're not graduating. So how have these 2 games even in this tournament helped you for what's going to be, right, the ultimate goal eventually in the NCAA tournament?
I mean, postseason experience, it's always different. It's just a different level, so the more experience you get, the better. But I don't know. I'll probably do some of that soul searching a little later. Right now it's a little too raw. We'll find it out. We'll have those discussions in his driveway, a few Sundays from now. But for now, just gonna miss our seniors. Got 4 great guys graduating, and be sorely missed.
Questions, student athletes?
All right, gentlemen, you're excused.
Thank you.
We'll open it back up for Coach.
Yeah, we can talk about just the way the first set went and what you were thinking out there in the course of a game. That you guys made errors that you wouldn't necessarily expect.
I would love to talk about anything besides how much I'm going to miss these boys. Yeah, let's talk volleyball. First set, I think some things, they came out of the gates firing. And, an identity of our team this year, I thought, has been to really neutralize servers. We know the best teams in the country. I think that was a cornerstone of how we were able to, beat an Ohio State last year, to have a BYU come in our gym twice this year and neutralize some of these serves that are going over 70 miles an hour. And we knew that was going to be important. And so we made that a real cornerstone of our training. And we also knew that we weren't going to be necessarily a great in-system team all the time because we don't have a real big setter. And, our pins were truly untested. So we were banking on being able to control their serves early, and we didn't. Now we did later, which is great, and I think that speaks a lot to our guys to be able to, again, as Scotty said, calibrate as the match went on. And we learned quickly, at least in the serve-receive phase of the game. But I think right out of the gate, you could tell we were on the ropes. It was like we were just getting punched and punched over and over again by their service game. And that made it hard for us to catch a rhythm.
Even with that, even being out of rhythm, and they outshot you in 3 out of the 4 sets, you were still able to outblock them as a team. What do you credit that success to? And you talked a lot about Irvine volleyball, the way that you guys play. Do you think that's an example of it?
Yeah, outblocking a team 9-8 really doesn't do a lot for me. I think you're going to see this team in future years. They're going to be monsters at the net. I mean, we've got the potential. We've got the potential to do some serious damage above that 8-foot tape. We didn't do it tonight. I thought we got in there and touched some balls, and I think we were real darn close on some digs and some blocks. Those are inches, and those are inches that we'll improve on over the off season with our guys playing. Guys like Scott will spend the summer in the national team gym. I'm sure, Joel will be on the junior national team. We've got, a guy from Canada coming back from Canadian national team, and some other guys that maybe you haven't even seen yet that are they're getting better behind the scenes, and they're physical, and it'll be an exciting team to watch again. It's hard to think about that right now, but I think what I would just like to highlight is the work that they put in. So the Irvine volleyball has a lot more to do with the process, I think, than obviously we're chasing championships, but the way we're cultivating that, I think, is real critical for me. And I think we did that even tonight. We did that.
David, the kind of assumption coming in was that the winner of this game would have the best shot at the net mark.
I think that's a good assumption to make. I think we got a body of work that we put together that absolutely still deserves consideration. There's no question in my mind that we played the toughest schedule we could possibly put together. I'm not sure what the numbers say, but that's just what we do at Irvine, is we schedule as tough as possible, take the biggest trips we can, play the toughest opponents wherever we can. Whether it's going out to BYU, having BYU come to us twice, we're going to schedule all the top competition in an effort to stay relevant. And I know the coach's poll doesn't factor into any kind of criteria decision making, but when I look around at my peers in the profession and they're keeping us in the top 5 the entire year, that tells me we were championship relevant. So I appreciate that we were able to pull that off with a young team like this.
You guys, I don't know what the RPI is.
Me neither.
I don't like RPIs in any sport, but I mean,
Yeah.
you look at your schedule, you go, went everywhere, you played everybody, and I can't imagine anybody plays like ranked teams.
I don't think so, and I don't think anyone else was trying. I mean, that's what we do. We try to play the hardest schedule we can. And there's other things we do too. We try to get a new gym every year and do the other things that hopefully grow the game a little bit. Every year I've been a head coach, we've gotten off to a new gym to play in, which is neat for me, and we'll keep chasing that as well. That's a big credit to our administration too, allowing us the latitude and the flexibility to go put together the best schedule we can. I understand some people might have some constraints there, but that's been a real gift for us.
Final question, Coach.
I mean, kind of speaking on that same note, you guys beat the number 2 seed that's heading into the tournament after the projected number 2 in BYU. You swept them. You've played well against Long Beach. Would you be too surprised if you guys were able to get a bid coming out of this?
I've been more surprised when we haven't gotten a bid. So I suppose I could be surprised if we got one. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, and the sweep is an interesting comment. I'm realizing we are the only team, as far as I know, in the country that has not been swept this year. So we have been in every single match against every single opponent. And that is pretty special. I don't know that I've ever been a part of a team that has gone a season without being swept. I'm not sure I've even heard of that. So that's pretty special.
Kind of on top of it, you'll be returning all of your 5 starters, or all your 6 starters that you can typically play.
Yeah, we'll be returning our main rotation, and I think getting some other guys that'll come in. I will say Scott's comment holds for me as well. It's still kind of raw. I'm still thinking about how we're going to replace Logan Zotovich's leadership, and Tucker Pikula's big game feel, and Ben Sebastian's just energy, and Reed just being such an Irvine guy for us, and just so committed to the process. It's hard to think past that right now, but yeah, Irvine volleyball continues to be relevant, and we'll keep churning out great kids.
David, what's the sense in having 7 teams go to a championship tournament when you just add a third that large in those guys?
7's an interesting number. I think we all think 8 would be a better number, but you know what? 7 is better than 6, and we as coaches know what it's like to push and try to be a little bit better and expand the margins a little every year. So maybe the NCAA will too.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.